Richie Rich was the only decently successful movie at a $75 million worldwide box office, and that's because it's basically the same format as Home Alone. It became increasingly clear that Macaulay failed to find substantial success outside of Home Alone.
My father and my mother finally, called it quits, which was one of the best things that ever happened. I was able to actually walk away from the business. I even wanted to take a break for a while, and eventually, I just was like, I'm done.
Man, the father separated. God.
Done, guys. I hope you all made your money because there's no more coming from me, and it's
really.
Yeah.
So now, but I guess
I quit for 8
They squeeze out everything a guy could make, man.
years. I mean,
yeah.
At the moment, this was the greatest thing that happened to Mac, but it was the straw that broke the camel's back in his parents' marriage. They were gearing up for a divorce and a very public battle for custody over him. He did not want to go with his father, but his mother was spending all of her money on lawyers trying to fight him, so the only way Mac could get access to his money was to legally take both of his parents' names off of his trust fund. He found an
Problems everywhere.
executor to protect and look over his finances, and was able to secure his multi-million-dollar fortune. Kit never showed up for the last day of the trial. He stole all of Mac's memorabilia, and he hasn't seen him since the mid-90s. It was never
His dad disappeared. Oh my God.
about money for Kit. It was about control. Once he lost control, he disappeared, and he brought the ship down with him. New York Magazine noted that his rapid ascent seemed less adorable and precocious the more people learned about his home life.
Damn. Oh God. It's wild.
Plus, everyone in Hollywood has a bad
Wait, is that his father now? Damn.
experience working with Kit. The result of this was that Macaulay didn't do any film roles for 10 years. So he did what all normal kids do. Went to high school, but he did it for
go to high school, man.
purely social reasons. He also got married at age 17 to Rachel Miner. He relished
they
in the
broke up in no time.
New York City counterculture lifestyle. He dyed his hair pink, smoked, drank, vandalized walls and parking meters. He was trying to live the polar opposite experience of his childhood,
Damn.
and he had the money to treat everything like a hobby. The media watched his every move and criticized him. He was one of the early targets of the tabloid sensationalized media drama that famously targeted Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Paris Hilton. It was so blown out of proportion, Culkin says. I never did anything more than any upper-class, Upper West Side kid would. We weren't all squatting in the corner shooting heroin. That quote was from 2001. A 21-year-old Macaulay Culkin thought he already made it through the toughest times in his life, and he didn't realize
See how skinny he was looking. Damn it.
his darkest days were yet to come. In 2003, the 23-year-old decided it was time to return to the spotlight. Likely seeking a more mature image, he appeared in the biographical drama Party Monster, which is rated MA 15+. Mac only had one opportunity to make a grand return. Sadly, he blew it. Critics tore the film apart, with Party Monster
Damn, this movie was very terrible.
receiving an awful 29% on Rotten Tomatoes, while struggling to earn over $1 million on a $5 million budget. The public
What? Oh, that's bad.
wasn't looking for him anymore. Macaulay found himself in a complicated situation. He was too old to appeal to a younger audience, and the audience he garnered during his childhood had outgrown him. Desperate to bounce back from the disappointment, Macaulay booked a supporting role in the comedy film Saved. The controversial
Saved.
film was a moderate success. More importantly, Macaulay's performance received positive reviews, but just when he got a little bit of positive press, he was arrested
Oh, he was arrested for what?
for drug possession. Macaulay and a friend were pulled over for speeding on I-44 in Oklahoma City. The police found 17 grams of marijuana, 8 Xanax pills, and 16 Klonopin, none of which were prescribed to him.
What? Man, there's some heavy drug things though.
At the time, people jumped to conclusions, labeling Culkin as another child star gone wrong. However, Mac believed the arrest was totally blown out of proportion, suggesting, I'm supposed to be a lot more effed up than I am. I took a certain amount of pride that I wasn't that cliche, so it was like, oh great, I gave a lot of people exactly what they wanted.
Everything that I do, for some reason, becomes this big crazy thing, even though any normal person does it.
Yeah, they're a normal person, bro, man. Everybody's looking up to you now.
I'm a kid. I had a beer. You know, I smoked a joint. Big deal. You know what I'm saying? And it's not something I make a thing out of or anything like that.
Mac didn't think he had a problem. He didn't think it could get worse, but
Yeah, I think he had a problem.
it did.